Hi dear students, welcome to my third lecture on O Captain, My Captain, a poem from American literature which is prescribed for the 4th semester English honors students. In the last lecture, we talked about the background of the poem in detail, and today, first of all, we shall be talking about the title of the poem, and then we shall move on to the text. So, the title, O Captain, My Captain. It is very significant and suggestive title. So what is most important in the title is the use of the word captain. So dear students, more or less we all know the meaning of the word captain, because we know that in our team there is a captain, like in our Indian cricket team, Virat Kohli is the captain. So what is the role of the captain of a team? His role is to give leadership, to give correct advice and instruction to the other members of his team. Again, we also see the role of a captain in a ship, in a vessel that actually sails over the sea. There also, the role of a captain is almost the same. He gives direction, instruction to the other crew members so that they can steer the steamer, steer the boat, or steer their ship through the danger of the sea, and ultimately can take it to its destination, that is to the port. So it is in that very sense the word captain has been used. Now the question arises, who is here addressed as a captain? So as we all know about the background of the poem, this poem has a very deep connection to the great American Civil War and to a particular event, that is the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States of America. It is worthy to mention that the poem was composed to mourn or lament for the tragic death of Abraham Lincoln. So it is, of course, Abraham Lincoln is indicated by the use of the word captain. Now, the second thing, why is he called a captain? Very simple. The answer should be, as a captain of a ship steers his ship through the turbulent and perilous sea and ultimately takes the ship safely to its destination. Similarly, Abraham Lincoln led the Americans through the danger of the Civil War and ultimately helped the Americans to achieve their desired goal, that is, to preserve the integrity of the United States of America. That is why, because the role of Abraham Lincoln is the similar role as of a captain of a ship. This is why he was addressed as a captain. Now, another important thing that we must focus on the title is that the use of the word my. So the use of this personal pronoun has also a deeper significance. We all know that Abraham Lincoln is the president of the United States of America. As a president, he was the president of all the Americans. He was the leader of all the Americans, especially of all the Unionists. So Whitman could have used our, but he didn't use our. The use of this very pronoun actually reveals a kind of personal sentiment, personal feeling, and personal attachment to the captain, that is to the leader Abraham Lincoln. The rest of the Americans may not have been too much affected at the tragic death of Abraham Lincoln. The case may be, to them, it may not make a huge difference, because we see that in the poem, Whitman says that people all exalting, that means the people of America are exalting. Again, later on we will see in the poem he says that exalt, O shores, and ring, O bells. Actually, he wanted to mean that the people of America, they are happy with the result in the civil war because they have won the battle, and that is why they have achieved their desired goal. So they are happy and they are celebrating, they are exulting on the show. But it makes a huge difference, it gives a long lasting pain to our poet Abraham, to our poet Walt Whitman. That is why he says that my captain, because I see the difference is only to me, effect is to me to a greater extent. So now let us move on to the poem. So we all, actually I think you have no problem to understand that the title of the poem "O Captain, My Captain" is very much suggestive and a significant one. So the first line of the poem begins, "O captain, my captain, our fearful trip is done." So, "O captain, my captain," I have already explained "O captain, my captain." The short question may come, who is called or who is addressed a captain and why is he addressed as a captain? The answer is Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States of America, is addressed as a captain. Why is he called a captain? As a captain of a ship steers his boat through the danger of the sea and ultimately takes the ship to its destination. Similarly, Abraham Lincoln has led the Americans through the danger of the Civil War, and he helped the Americans to achieve their desired goal, that is the preservation of the integrity of the United States of America. It is for this very reason he was called or addressed as a captain. Now, so, "O captain, my captain, our fearful trip is done." So, fearful trip. This is an example of metaphor. Of course, there are few figures of speech, and we shall be talking about the figures of speech of the poem later on. Now, let's explain the line. "O captain, my captain, our fearful trip is done." "O captain, dear captain." Whitman addresses Abraham Lincoln as a captain. "Oh my dear captain, our fearful trip is done." So fearful trip. The literal meaning of fearful trip is a dangerous journey. Fearful means dangerous, trip means a short journey. So fearful trip means dangerous journey. A journey becomes more dangerous when it is actually done over the sea. That is a voyage. So it is a fearful trip. Literally, fearful trip means dangerous journey, but it has another meaning, inner meaning. Metaphorically, he wanted to mean the danger of the civil war. By the expression fearful trip, the poet actually wanted to mean the dangerous civil war. So Whitman says, "O captain, my captain, our fearful trip is done. Our dangerous civil war is done." Is done means it is completed. It is over. It is finished. "The ship has weathered every wreck. The prize we sought is won." So again here we see the metaphorical use, ship. Ship is not used to mean only a ship. Here the ship stands for the nation of United States of America. So the America, that is the, in general, America has weathered, or in particular the Unionists has weathered. Weathered means they survived, overcome every wreck, means every difficulties, every adversities. They have overcome all the problems, all the difficulties. The prize we sought is won. The prize we sought, that we have been seeking, we have been searching for, we have been looking for, the prize is won. It is gained, it is achieved. So here the prize, what is the prize? Question may come also from this word, prize. What is meant by the use of the word prize here is, of course, the preservation of the integrity of the United States of America. It was for this very reason that the Americans got involved in the Civil War. So the prize, that is the desired goal. What is the goal? To preserve the unity of the United States of America, and we have won, we have achieved that prize for which we have been seeking. Sought, it is the past participle of seek. So the prize that we have been seeking for, we have been searching for, it has been gained, it has been won, it has been achieved. The port is near. So port is the place where the actually ships reach, or it is the destination. It is the destination. So the port is near, our destination is very close. We are very close to our destination. The bells I hear, I can hear the sound of the bells which are rung by the Americans, who all exulting, the people of America who are exulting. Exulting means who are rejoicing, who are enjoying, who are celebrating. Why they are enjoying? Why they are celebrating? Because they have got the victory in the Civil War. So because of their victory in the Civil War, America would remain undivided, and it is for that reason they all are, that is, the Americans are all exulting. As they are exulting, they are ringing bells. I can hear the ringing sound of the bells which are rung at the shore. So we are very close to our destination. Our journey has almost come to an end. That is, the danger of the Civil War is over. While follow eyes, people are exulting, a connection. The people all are exulting while follow eyes, while their eyes are following, while they are looking at the steady keel. The steady means of the same speed. Steady skill, the skill, the ship actually, which moves on continuously, that knows no obstacle, that knows no hindrance. So eyes, while follow eyes, the steady keel. Keel is the bottom part of the ship. Here it is another use of figures of speech, and this is synecdoche. Why? I will tell it later. So keel is the bottom part of the ship. The poet not only meant the part of the ship, but he actually wanted to mean the whole ship. So when such kind of figure of speech used, here the part has been used to mean the whole, part for the whole. So this figure of speech is known as synecdoche. So people of America, while they are exulting, their eyes are following at the steady ship. So here keel actually indicates the ship, that is the United States of America, or the Americans. Keel, the vessel. Here it has been clearly stated. Keel, it has been only indicated here by the part, and here the vessel clearly stated. The people of America, they are exulting and they are following eagerly the vessel which is called grim and daring. Grim means desperate. Why desperate? Because it has won the battle. And daring, brave. Why it is brave? It is brave because it took part in the battle. It has got the risk. There was the risk of life in the Civil War. Still, the Americans involved in the Civil War. That is why the Americans, or the ship, it is called daring. So now let's revise. Oh captain, my captain, our fearful trip is done. Oh captain, my dear captain, our dangerous Civil War is over. The ship has weathered every rack. The prize we sought is won. The Americans, the ship, that is the Americans, has weathered, they have overcome every rack, means every difficulties, every adversities. The prize we sought is won. The prize, that is the integrity of the United States of America, for which we are fighting, for the prize that we were looking for, the prize has been won by us, achieved by us. The port is near, we are very close to our destination. The bells I hear, I can hear the ringing sound of the bells which are rung by the Americans, who are ready to exult, to celebrate, to welcome the leader Abraham Lincoln and the rest of the Americans who took part in the battle, that is the Unionist soldiers. The bell I hear, the people all exulting. All the people of America are exulting. Why they are exulting? They are exulting because they have won the battle. they became the victorious in the civil war, and as a result America will remain undivided. While followers, the people of exulting people, all Americans are exulting. At the same time, their eyes are following to the steady sheep, steady kill, the vessel, the sheep, which is green, which is desperate, and which is very much courageous, which is very much daring. So this is how the first four line ends. Now, here we see that fearful trip. This is a figures of speech. What is that? Fearful trip, a dangerous journey. Dangerous journey. So by this expression fearful trip, what did the poet actually wanted to mean? He actually wanted to mean the civil war. So we see that there is a hidden comparison, implied comparison between a dangerous journey and a civil war. So when there is the implied comparison, that figure of speech is known as metaphor. Another metaphor is here sheep. So sheep, the sheep has been used for the Americans. So there is a comparison between the sheep and the Americans. Two unlike things, American nation and sheep. Of course, different things. When two different things, two unlike objects are compared and the comparison is only implied, not clearly or explicitly stated. This is also another example of metaphor. So we see this one is a metaphor. Here sheep is another metaphor, and this one kill. Kill is the part of the sheep. So part has been used to mean the whole. Part for the whole. This figures of speech is known as synecdoche. So dear students, so this is how these were the first four lines of the poem. Today we shall end here our lecture, and I shall continue the text in the next video. Till then, take care.